So good afternoon to all of you. I am Liberty H. Delavino and I was assigned to report on the topic What is Arts? Introduction and Assumptions of Arts. So on this lesson, we have intended learning outcomes. First is define what is arts. Second is characterize the assumptions of art and differentiate art from nature. And the last one is to be able to understand and appreciate arts in our daily life. So earlier, we heard different views about the arts, and some of you shared their perceptions about it, but now let's find out the full definition of the arts. So according to Collingwood, 1938, the word art comes from the ancient Latin ars, which means a craft or specialized form of skill like carpentry or smithing or surgery. However, ars in medieval Latin came to mean something different. It meant any special form of book learning such as grammar or logic, magic or astrology. So now let's talk about the assumptions of arts. So the first one is arts is universal. So arts has always been timeless and universal, spanning generations and continents through and through. The next one is art is not nature. Art is man's expression of his reception of nature, and arts is man's way of interpreting nature. The next one is art involves experience. Unlike fields of knowledge that involve data, art is known by experiencing. A work of art then cannot be abstracted from actual doing. In order to know what artwork is, we have to sense it, see or hear it, and see and hear it. So to fully understand what the arts is, there's an introduction to the humanities that provided the following definition of art. Art as is skill or mastery. The term art is used to simply refer to by skill or mastery that is manifested in the outstanding product of endeavor. The next one is art is a process or a product of a creative skill. Art is a process because it involves arranging the aesthetic elements in artistically interesting and appealing manner. And also, art is a product because it includes human creations, different activities, and manner expression. Next is art is a universal language. The language of art is diverse and each art form has its own artistic elements, literature, music, and theater. Art expresses feelings and ideas shared by all individuals regardless of culture. And also, art is a representation of reality. Why? Because art is a mirror or reflection of reality. So, the next one is art reflects the characteristics of a period. So in medieval period, the dominance of the church initiated the expressions of spiritual truth. In the visual arts, figures were presented in idealized flat forms to signify a lack of focus on the material world. But in Renaissance period, the value ascribed to the material world was shown in more defined and realistic rendition of the human body in the visual arts. So the focus in the material world is shown in the three-dimensional reality of landscapes. But in the modern period characteristics, the idealistic search for truth and realization that is not attainable. Thus, relatively is accepted as an avoidable truth. This is manifested by the varied experimentations of artistic expressions. And the last one is art shows the manner of existence of the people long ago. We gain awareness that the people during old Stone Age lived in cages and that they manifested their artistry by drawings and sketching. And that is all. I hope you learned something from my report and the topic we discussed. Thank you very much for listening and good afternoon again to all of you.